Hey everybody, I'm Rick. Welcome to Talking Habs, where you get your daily fix of Bleu Blanc Rouge. Post-game show for game number 16 for the Montreal Canadiens. Calgary at Montreal, and they blew a game they should have won. 2-1 Calgary over Montreal. Montreal had won 5 games in a row against Calgary, and I guess you could say Calgary was due, and that's how it turned out. A bit of a trap game for Montreal. A team they should have beat, and they didn't. Calgary, held their own all game. I don't think they were outplayed. Montreal wasn't really outplayed, but I think a little bit. But you'll see by the stats and everything. So I'll have that for you, the post-game stats, 3 stars, the goal scorers, all that. And we'll talk here in the chat. See what you guys want to talk about. Not a lot of people here. It's a loss. There's not going to be a lot of people here tonight. So we'll go over all that. And, so talk to me if you are here. Please talk to me in the chat. Otherwise, it's going to be a long half-hour show. Excuse me. And there's one comment. Emmerich, hey, Emmerich, how you doing? 3-1 Habs. It's a little late. It was not 3-1 Habs. Hey, Bob's your uncle. Welcome back. Thanks for being here. Somebody to talk to. Although people are starting to come in. So if you're here, please say hi. Let's talk about this game. Montreal was, I think they were outplayed overall. I thought Calgary had probably more zone time. They just seem to have more puck luck and better bounces like that. That's what I think. Montreal just, I don't know if they looked beyond Calgary. They played down to Calgary's game. I don't know, but they should have won this game. So, trap game, not a great loss for them. They'll have to bounce back. I'm sure they will. I don't know what else to say. I think they should have won this game. I think the defense was sloppy tonight. I think that's the big problem here tonight. Was the defense was a bit sloppy. Monty was good, only gave up 2 goals. That's not a problem. But yeah, they couldn't capitalize. Markstrom was good. Markstrom had a good game against Montreal, and that hot goalie, I guess. Markstrom oftentimes plays really good against Montreal, and he did here. And there you go. And just anemic offense. Well, Lucas, I don't know. I found the defense somewhat sloppy at times. Maybe not all through the game, obviously, but yeah. But you're right. Offense was asleep at the wheel. They lost an opportunity here. Anderson got really close a few times tonight. Andy was good tonight. Andy was good. He's been good. He just can't finish. But other than that, the rest of the game, he's been pretty good. Montreal just couldn't score, had chances, hot goalie. It's basically what it is. And Cole Caulfield, not that he was bad, but man, they can't get a pass to him that he can handle. And it's not on him. It's on the passers are just hitting it too hard, off target. It just, he had a bunch of shots. Imagine how many he could have had the passes to him been better. And he probably would have nailed a few of them, or one anyway. No, I guess you're right, though, Lucas. Overall, it was good, but at key times, they were sloppy. I guess so. Bob's encouraging part was that they had 35 shots on Markstrom, and frustrating part again was the power play. Yeah, power play wasn't successful tonight, which was a shame. So I'm sure it went down a little bit, but we'll go over the numbers here in a sec. What was that? Habs good player was off. I'm not sure what you're saying there, Matt. Sorry, I'm not reading it right. All right, let's take a look at the stats. So we beat them in shots, 35-29, even at the dot. So we were even. And Calgary's, they weren't that far behind Montreal's numbers. I think they were at 51.1%. to Montreal's 53%, something like that, at the dot coming into this game. So they tied that. We had one extra power play, so it didn't feel like that, but 0 for 3 for them, 0 for 4 for us. We out-hit them 18-12, but they out-blocked us. 20 block shots to 9 for Montreal. So, those aspects. And there's another, a lot of block shots probably didn't help for Montreal to score. And Markstrom was there when he needed to be. Scoring opened up in the second period. Nazem Kadri, 2:35 into the second period with a wrist shot. Makes it 1-0 from Zary and Zadorov. 17 seconds later, Gus Lindstrom ties it up from Dvorak and Slavkovsky. And then all in the second period, all the scoring. Zary makes it 2-1. About 10 minutes after Lindstrom ties it up. And that's from Anderson and Pospisil. And that's all the scoring you're going to get. So the stars of the game, Markstrom, he earned that. Zary gets the second star, and Slav earns himself another star. I was a little surprised seeing that. I mean, he had a good game overall, but I didn't think it was like to earn a third star. Really, Andy probably should have got that, even though he didn't connect. But Andy was getting chances all night. But Slav had a good game, got an assist on the goal, and earns himself another star. So Slav, playing steady now. Points will come. Points will come with the way he's playing. I don't see how he doesn't start to put up some points. When exactly, I don't know, but I have a feeling when he gets his next goal, maybe, he starts to, chip in a little regularly with some points. Or this one, he got an assist tonight. Maybe we start to see, an assist here and there, and then a goal, and it starts to take off that way. We'll see. Habs players were off all game. He says, Matt says, sorry, I'm not reading well. Like they're good players. I don't know. I mean, they were off on finishing, but I mean, that's a combination of just see there 20 block shots on the Calgary Flames side, and Markstrom was good tonight. So, I don't know if they were off completely, but mostly just kind of unlucky. And I don't think the puck was bouncing well for them all game. So I don't know. That's how I see it. Troy, they should have won this game. Yeah, it was a trap game in the end. Team they should have beat, and they didn't. And they weren't. It's not that they were outplayed, but they were outplayed a little bit. I felt they were outplayed a little bit. More time for Calgary in the offensive zone than Montreal. But I think the chances, though, Montreal had more chances, scoring chances than Calgary. So I guess it balances out. And I had said it all through the game. Kind of an even game, right? So too bad. Lost opportunity for a win. And yeah, it's just too bad that they blew that. I don't think the refs had a lot to do with it. They weren't. We didn't get a lot of penalties against. They missed a couple of calls, but I think on both sides too. And so I don't think they had a lot to do with it. Troy, two big games coming up: Vegas and Boston, and a lot of people. This probably was the best opportunity to put Primo in. You'd think, right? But they put Primo in against Vegas the last time we played them, whatever. I have a feeling we're going to have Primo on Thursday and then Allen on Saturday against Boston. But, and then that doesn't make sense. Monty had a really good game against Boston last Saturday. You got to think he earned that start. So we'll see how that works out. So it could be wrong. I'm going to see Allen against Vegas and then Monty against Boston. We'll see. So, it's going to be the next two games are tough games. We'll see if they can win. And then they go out to the West Coast for 3 games. So, 2 afternoon games on next weekend. Not this weekend coming up, the one after that. So, I didn't think they beat Boston last time. I didn't think they'd beat Detroit. They did. So, as long as they win, it's fine. It's hard to pick what games they're going to win. 5 of the last 7 games, regulation losses. Yeah. Tough loss. It would have been nice to get at least a point, go to overtime here, yeah. That's what I said, lost opportunity. Hard to make up for that. I mean, anyways, it's done. It's over. What are you going to do? Hey, everybody telling me the games. Nice. How many times you guys want to tell me the games? I just talked about it. All right, so what are we going to talk about? Stick around more than likely than for the next 20 minutes. But at this point, you guys drive the conversation. Ask some questions. I will answer if there's anything you want to know that I can help you with. I'm here to do that. But as far as that, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Just a frustrating game. I actually, we played Vegas in Vegas. I thought we played them pretty good. Stayed with them for long enough to go to overtime, right? So I'm hoping, there's a chance Thursday. I don't know. And that's probably where there'll be the chance. They'll win that. And then Boston, they're going to be in tough on Saturday in Boston. Boston's going to want revenge for the last game. That's one. So I think if Montreal just goes in there, plays their game, a good physical game, I think we got a good shot in Boston. So we'll see. But they're still in tough because that's going to be 2 hard games to win if they're going to win them. Ryan, no, I don't think they're going to call up Joshua. I still don't think they're going to call him up. Could I be wrong? I mean, obviously, I could be wrong. I don't think they're calling him up, though. I mean, not after tonight. It's not like they got, listen, they had a hot goalie. They had a lot of blocked shots. You got to look at it like that and say, well, are we going to panic and call up Joshua Roy? But it's not in their plans to do that. I don't think they're going to do that. Lucas, it's a very controversial subject. I don't feel like taking a bunch of bad either messages or whatever. I think everyone knows what I think. The arrest was, I think, warranted. It's just involuntary manslaughter, so they didn't charge him with murder. I don't know. That's all I gotta say. We'll see what happens with the trial. When will Cole Caulfield start putting more goals up? Well, if I knew that, I could make a lot of money. I don't know. I don't know. When they start hitting him with better passes, he still had like a ton of shots. And there were just so many passes that he just couldn't, do anything with because they were horrible passes. So when that starts to get better, then he'll probably start scoring more. Because this has been going on for a little while. Matt and I have talked about it a few times. They got to hit him with better passes. A little softer too, if they can. I know a lot of them are cross ice, and a lot of them are I think are on. Well, I wanted to say Nick Suzuki, but that's not true because they're not on the line right now together. So, yeah, they got to start hitting him with better passes. Passes he can one time. He couldn't one time any of those. And he lives on that. So we'll see. Maybe this is just a bit of we're on a bit of a down streak. It's going to happen every season, up and down. So I think that might be where they are right now. It's been good so far. I'm not going to complain about one game. Let's see what happens the rest of the way. Well, not the road. Let's see what happens in the next few. Bob's your uncle. That's a really good point, right? It's still a very young, inexperienced team, right? So they're going to have their struggles at times. And that's probably what I was just talking about. That's probably what you're seeing here, right? So I wouldn't worry too much. It's one game. If they go on a really, if they go on another 8-game, what's the opposite of a heater? No heater? 8-game losing streak like they were doing the last couple of seasons. I'd worry then. I don't think I'm going to worry about a loss even to Calgary, They can bounce back from that easy. But But will they? That's the key, right? Will they? And if they're in a bad streak, well, we might have a few bad games. They'll bounce back at some point. I don't know. One thing I'm kind of happy with, though, you can't look at this game and blame Monty for this game. Right? And why am I glad about that? Not sure. I just, I want to see Monty succeed, I guess. They're negotiating with him, by the way, for a new contract. So that's something really good. And I guess that's the reason I mentioned it. I don't think this game affects that. I don't think he was bad. He only gave up 2 goals. 1 that was called back. So 3, but it was called back. So doesn't really matter, does it? All right. So we got about 15 minutes to go here. You guys want to talk to me at all? Or you just want to see me struggle, think of stuff to talk about? Aiken would be all over Monty. In our in the Pucking Around podcast that we recorded last night, I made that joke, not about Aiken, but I just made that joke about, but Monty's shit though. He's shit. I don't know how he can have a good game. He's such a shitty goalie. So if you listen to it, it's sarcasm, and it's with Aiken and a couple other people in mind. Aiken gave us a break today. True Caulfield. That's a new name for him. Cole, Newhook, and Slav. No, because you got Newhook as the center. I don't think that works. So no. They tried Newhook already, the center. It didn't really work there. He's played better since he's been put on the wing, I think. So no. It's a good question, Eric, because of the teams that are coming up, right? Now, with these lines, we did beat Boston, but you'd want to, it seems like they're struggling a little bit with the offense, although was that 1 game? 2 games, I guess. I don't know. I was saying in the game that you keep these lines another couple of games, or I'd give it like a 5-game look. Because I think it's only about 3 games that these lines have been there. So no, I don't know if they're going to switch them yet. And as I said that, I'm thinking, well, they probably will now that I said that. Caulfield, Newhook, and Nick. They did that too. There's some chemistry there as well. Newhook is playing with Nick, with Anderson on the wing. I don't think that line's been bad, so I don't know. I don't know what he's going to do, but I don't think he's going to panic because of this game. Newhook is fine with Anderson as long as Newhook's not the center. The difference with Newhook, Anderson, Suzuki is Suzuki centering. And Andy's, look, you can say anything you want about him not scoring. But the reason you're saying that about him not scoring is because he's getting a ton of chances and some really good ones. So, it's been good for him. He's not been able to pull the trigger yet. That's all. And I say yet because he will. Lucas, it kind of seems like that, right? They played down to Calgary. Or, like I said, they had a lot of shots blocked, and Markey was good. So combination of all of it, probably that's what it is. Newhook style of play too fast for Suzuki? No, I don't think I agree with that 100%. You got to still see how this goes. It's only a few games. What would I say to Anderson if I were his coach? Just keep like I think what Marty is telling him is he's putting him back out there every time. Just keep going. It's going to happen. He's a veteran, been around a long time now. Yeah, he's just got to keep plugging at it, not lose confidence. If you can not lose confidence. So I think if I was his coach, I just try to just keep him confident and keep him going out there. He'll hit one. And I really believe that if he hits one and he's very streaky, he'll get one, he'll get 6, in a short period of time before he gets cold again. Yeah, Ryan, he'll get one. And like I said, I think that's all he needs is to get one this year. He'll get a few in a few games, and he'll get his confidence back. Although the way he's playing doesn't really look like his confidence is shot, right? Or he wouldn't be getting so many chances. And he's coming so close, man. So close. Lucas, I kind of think you're right. Without a hot goalie and Markey, he probably gets 2 tonight. I would think he gets at least 1, right? And he needs a game against the Leafs. He's a Leaf killer. Problem is, we're not playing them till March 9th. It's a while away. I don't think he wants to wait that long. I wouldn't. He needs one way before that. Well, Eric Slav has earned 2 third stars in his last 3 games with Devo. I don't think that's bad. I don't know that Monahan will do. And then if you take Monahan off of Galley's line, I don't know. I think Galley's playing really well. I think a lot of it has to do with Monahan. I really do. Have the Oilers had 9 head coaches in McDavid? Really? I don't think that doesn't make sense. The new coach will be the 3rd one that Holland hires. So I don't know. Is he a coach killer? I don't know. I don't think so. Yeah, but Joe, here, Newhook as center wasn't good. Why would you want to put Newhook back at center now? It wasn't good. I don't think Newhook as a center, I don't find there's a lot of chemistry with him and Slavkovsky. On the wing, there is. I don't know what it is, but that seems to be the case. So, no, I don't really want to see that. Going to be a lot of Leaf games to end the season? No, there's not going to be a lot. 2. I think we're only playing them 3 times. So March 9th and then in April. I think like this 5th or 6th last game of the season in April. So no. If he's going to count on Leaf games, he ain't getting many goals. Why are we focusing on? Third line's been playing really good. That's why. Drouin with 3 points in 12 games with the Habs. Well, I think the point there is that he's got 2 points in his last, I don't know how many, 2 or 3. I know he got a goal, I think, last night. So, does that mean anything? Not yet. He's got a long way to go before I'm impressed. Joe, I get what you're thinking, but we saw Newhook at centering Slav, and it wasn't good. So, I don't think they're going to go back there. Unless another, the only way you're going to see Newhook at center again, if you ask me, is if there's an injury to one of the other centers. Tage Thompson out long term, shit, and he hasn't been playing that great either. Is he a bust? Not a bust, but after signing that big deal, had a great year, and then tits up after that. Let's see. We're down to our last 5 minutes. Harry Rice joins us with 5 minutes left. Nice. How's it going, Harry? Not a super great game, nope. But hey, gotta have a rebound and at least play well against Vegas. Andy is absolutely snake bit right now. Dude is Scott Gomez 2.0. No, I don't think that's fair to Andy. I don't think that's fair to Andy. Listen, Andy's playing well, or he wouldn't be getting all these chances, right? It's not all just being set up amazingly by someone. He's getting some really good chances. He's playing well. The goals aren't there right now, but that'll change. Lucas, Galley skating's not good enough to be a top 6 player anymore, if you ask me. Right? He's not fast enough anymore. So no, I don't think you can play him higher up. Ryan, your only problem with that right now, as far as if you're talking about what I was just mentioning with Newhook, I guess, Doc out for the year, Beck not here. So it's fine for years to come, but we've got to finish this season first. Afraid Gallagher will wear down faster if we give him more points. He's producing fine in his new role. What do you mean give him more points? We're not giving him any points. He's getting them on his own. Well, not on his own, but you know what I mean. Will he wear down faster? I don't think he cares. He feels good, and he's playing his game, and he's successful at it right now. Will he wear down faster? It's his game. That's the way his game is. And if he doesn't play his game, we saw he's not good. When he plays his game, like this year, look how good he is. He's back to being a pretty good player. He's got zero finishing ability. He's snake bit. I mean, but he'll get one, and then he'll get, it's Andy. He'll get 4, 5, 6 in a short period of time, and then go cold again, and then he'll get hot again. I mean, that's Andy. This is an extended cold streak, and it started at the beginning of the season, so it's unusual. But honestly, right? If a guy's getting that many chances, like 3, 4 games in a row now, he's not playing bad. Either that or he's playing with Mario Lemieux or something like that, right? That's not the case. Do I think Primo against Vegas? I think it's a possibility. I'm not sold 100% on that, just because of I think Monty plays again on Saturday. So then where does Allen play? So if you think that they're going to sit Allen for a little bit, then maybe. And if anybody can handle it, probably Allen. He's the veteran. He knows what the story is. But it's possible because he had a pretty good game against them, his first start of the season. So I don't know what they're planning with the 3 goalie thing. Bob's your uncle. It is a high turnover, but can you really blame that on McDavid? I mean, the last 2 were probably Ken Holland's fault. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm not blaming that on McDavid. Although I used to hear the rumors that he's hard on coaches. I don't know. I don't know how much that's true. Harry, that would be nice, right? As cold as he is now, he gets hot for as long as he's been cold now. Listen, it's a possibility, right? I just like to see him get hot for a game, get a goal, get that off his back. I think then he relaxes and probably maybe not as tight, when then he gets that opportunity and then he doesn't just miss by a little bit. You know what I'm saying? At this point, he might be just a little bit too tight and he misses. He needs one so he can relax. Who knows? Hopefully what I say is right. That would be good. All right, we're at the half-hour mark. I'm taking off because it's been a long day and I'm tired. So We're back on Thursday. I'm back on Thursday. Tomorrow, Matt and I are recording episode 2 of Hab Normals. So hopefully you guys will look for that. It'll be out on Friday. And what else? I'll be back Thursday for the Vegas game. And so look for that. I don't know if I'll have a preview video out or I'll do a preview before the game. I still don't know that, so I can't tell you. I wish I could. Don't forget Saturday, Boston game. Going to be a good one. Definitely Boston's going to want revenge for the loss. You got to figure that's going to be a really good game. So hopefully Montreal again can step up into that rivalry and let it motivate them a lot. And anyways, hopefully a good game. So that's it. Thanks, everybody. See you, Bobs. Thanks, everybody, for being here, as always. Not really. It's 10:30. It's weekday. Not that late. Enjoy the rest of the night. Till next time, stay safe out there. Peace out, y'all. And I'll see you soon. Ciao, everybody. Thanks for being here. Really appreciate it. Keep your sticks on the ice. Go, Habs, go. Bye, everybody.